Good evening, everybody. A bit of a quick update before tomorrow's deputation and council meeting on the support package. Well, I think the support package issues are done and dusted. They will get the $1 million across the line and possibly more, who knows, with a whole bunch of questions. However, the thing that came out of yesterday's meeting that's most critical for me is the state of these ponds, and we need to get those back alive, we need to get them flushed, we need to get the smell and the organics out of the air so that our houses don't get damaged and so that we can breathe more easily. So tonight, if you're a councillor and you haven't heard from me, you're probably, well, I don't know, because I've rung a fair few of you to have a bit of a talk about what's going to be on the meeting agenda tomorrow. The most critical thing for me is getting those pumps from Sweden, but we also have to have a design. We have to have decisions about whether we're going to demolish them, whether we're going to refill them, what we're going to refill them with, when that process is going to start, where those designs are at, getting those tenders in place. Those decisions are necessary now, because if you look at the timeline at present and you look at their ability or inability to process this sewage and keep the effluent out of the air and out of our homes, we need those decisions now. The time for dithering and making assumptions about whether insurance companies will or won't let us proceed and not actually asking them is gone. We have to be more proactive, aggressive, and get on with this straight away. As for that organics processing plant, as I said in last night's meeting, that really is a bit like the heat pumps issue that Stephen and I canvassed out a couple of years ago in the social housing, where the members were quite adamant those pumps needed to be in for the winter, and the council staff didn't quite hear the tone of the members' request, so that needed reinforcing. And I think that message needs to go around the table again tomorrow, that this organics plant needs to be closed. It's not going to cost $41 million, as was talked about on the radio this morning. It's going to cost a very small amount of money, because once it's closed, the energy will go straight into building the new facilities, and the leading contender for that, as far as I'm concerned, is taking it out to Cape Valley, where the methane from this waste can be turned straight into hydrogen, which is a clean fuel that can fuel our trucking networks around the country and also be an export earner, because the demand for hydrogen around the globe is only growing every day. So that's the news. Share and like and do all the usual things, and we've got 1,500 people on the page now, which is fantastic, but we really need to get those numbers up there, because there's a massive amount of community out there right now that don't actually understand what's going on and need to understand the ramifications of leaving this stuff in the air and risking getting our buildings damaged. Have a great night, guys.